It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Buccaneers, leader at quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Niners, next on Madden Football.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be let out by their 6-year cornerback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were a bit fortunate last week having to gut out a 1-point victory, so they definitely have some room for improvement here. But that type of a win leads them to believe that they can get much better in the future.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won at 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 5. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Niner defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here's Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you don't often see a lot of first down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yardage and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Austin. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Right back to Juszczyk again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Purdy. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And some strong running. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Buccaneers.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again, and they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Jahmyr Gibbs with a couple of touchdown runs. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. On first down, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is 2nd and 8. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So a line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now left side on the swing pass. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, He really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Purdy looking to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. Now Purdy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So out come the Bucs now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll take it inside the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he stays up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, sometimes you read a defense thinking pass rush and you see them all in those sprinter stances. You think you can get that quick hitter to the fullback and have it go for 7, 8, 9 yards, but not that time. They stuffed him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with career touchdown number 70. And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
The gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Complete to Kevin Duvernay. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw again.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Niners, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And